The real question here is, what makes you, you? Imagine one day you woke up and suddenly you have a prosthesis that replaces a part of your body. Will you consider yourself the same person you were before? So, the main conflict in the table is to discuss if anything you can imagine, such as a person, animal, or something as simple as a cell phone, will be considered the same object it was in the beginning if it suffered a change of its original parts with some new ones. The complicated part comes when you start talking specifically about a person, when you get into topics such as personality, way of thinking, and memories. Something that goes further than just taking in consideration changing a part of an object. Analyzing that a person owns a soul and it can't be simply replaced or forgotten.
Looking for the right answer for the true identity of things or people means getting into an endless cycle of ideas that leads to the same unanswered question. The problem is when it comes to define the necessary and sufficient conditions for a person to be the same person after a determined period of time. It can be said that it is a biological problem, that no matter how much time it has passed, one person continues to be the same person for the simple fact of being the same living organism. But suppose brain transplants are possible, and one brain is placed into a different body. Then it would be said that the person has a new body instead of the body has a new person, which leads to the conclusion that a unique body is not necessary for the survival of a person's identity. On the other hand, this doesn't mean that one's identity is then linked to a determined brain either. If memories and experiences were to be transferred in its whole from one brain to another, then the identity wouldn't be altered even though it is housed in an entirely different brain. The problem of embracing the term me as an irreplaceable and unique being and assuming it is the only true self is that what it is called me cannot be considered as a substantial thing. Suppose that instead of transferring memories and experiences to another brain, they are transferred into several other ones. Is there a way to determine if one is more close to the previous me version? No, because at that point they are all the same person. In that moment, they all part from the exact same flow of memories, experiences, and thoughts. However, from that moment too, they'll stop being the same person as well, because they will go separate ways and the meaning of the true personal identity will be broken.
Analyze the arguments mentioned before. Based on this, it can be concluded that a human being owns critical and emotional thinking. David Hume and John Locke set forth empiricism. Empiricism states that the knowledge always derives from experience and from what was recorded through the senses. Saying that, humans from the moment they are born start to gain experiences, where this helps them to make these decisions. That's why Hume says that it doesn't matter how many times you change human body parts. In the end, what makes you a person are the experiences and their wisdom during their life. In the other hand, Locke says that once you change a thing or the whole body of the human being, they lost their person. It doesn't matter the experiences and the memory they have. This is how the problem relates to what Hume states in the concept known as empiricism.